Hello everybody! So this is my second class today and I'm rerunning two of my how to speak about classes. We're focusing on descriptions and we want to get beyond the basic vocabulary if we can. So we're going to review the vocabulary, the form of the words that we need. So the form, when I say the form of the words, I meant to say the form of the words of the sentence. So we can get the right construction. But then we want to get beyond the basics and learn a new variety of words to expand our ability to describe things and make it more interesting. So that's what we're going to focus on, and we're going to do that by describing things. We're going to do it in a practical way. I had a little trouble earlier uploading my presentation. So again, I'm going to have to post it for you. And give me just a moment here, because what I'm going to do is find my PDF and give you the link if I can find it. Hold on a second. So it's going to appear in a moment. I hope it will, if I can find it. Here we go. Okay. And so just bear with me a little bit while I copy and paste the link from my Google Docs, and then everyone can share the PDF. Okay, here we go. Got it. So I'm gonna do a quick round of introductions as well. First, let me just post the PDF describing weather. Add link, and now it's there in the main page in the live classes, and I'm going to post the link again here in the Verbing Classroom. Okay, so now we should all be set. So if we're all set, let's do a quick round of introductions, and I see the exact same people. You don't need to introduce yourself. Okay, I know you all. No, that's not true. I don't know a few people. So first of all, let me introduce myself. Again, my name is Jon-Eric. I'm American. I'm from New York City. I've lived all around the world. No, that's not true. I've lived around Europe, but right now I'm in Lisbon, Portugal, where the weather is not so nice. We'll talk about it in a moment. There's some new faces here I don't know. So I know you told me your name 3 times. What was your short name? Yaris. No, it wasn't Yaris. Yarik. Yarik, right? That's your short name, isn't it? Yarislav? Your short name was Yarik, wasn't it? Hello? Yarislav, is your microphone on? Okay, I don't hear him. Shamir, I know you from the last class. What about, here's someone I don't know, someone called Prancing Pony. Oh my goodness. Now, do we call you Mr. or Mrs. Pony? Tell me about your name, Prancing Pony. I want to know. Make sure your microphone is turned on.
Hi, hello.
Hey. So what's your real name?
Shafi.
Say it again. It's a little hard to hear. Say it again, please.
Shafi.
Shafi?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Where are you? Where are you in the world?
I'm
Shafia. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah.
You're from Sudan. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have Jonathan or Jonathan. How do you say your name?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Okay, and where are you?
I'm from Mexico.
You're from Mexico. Where in Mexico? Can I ask?
Where?
Yeah, Mexico's big.
Yeah, from Tamaulipas.
Okay, great. We're going to talk a little bit about what the weather's like in just a moment. So I'm not going to ask you now what it's like there, because we're going to get back to that in a moment. There's someone with a very interesting mustache, but I don't know how to say his name. But a very interesting mustache. How do you say your name? It says GM, and then it says Bangwar. Tell me if I got that right. Remember, you got to turn on your microphone. Make sure your microphone is not red when you're speaking. Make sure that it is gray. So if you look at my classroom for a minute, right now it's gray, and if I mute it, okay, and now I'm unmuting it. Okay, so that's how you speak if you're having problems. Let me turn off my screen share. Okay, we'll come back to you, Bangwar, because I don't hear you. Let's say a quick hello to Iman. Iman?
Hello, hi.
Hi, Iman. Where are you in the world? Where are
I'm
you?
in Spain,
You're in Spain. Where in Spain?
east coast of Spain, Valencia.
In Valencia.
No. Sorry, I
No?
moved now. Oh God, I just my head went completely on automatic, kind of. I just answered the first thing that came to my mind.
Oh,
I
my
am now.
goodness.
I'm sorry. I'm now at the south of Spain. I'm in Malaga.
Okay, great.
I was in Valencia, but then I
But you
moved.
moved. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
And let's say a quick hello to Ayat. Am I saying that right?
Yes, hello teacher, hello
Hi,
everyone.
hi, Ayat. And where are you calling
Hi.
from? I'm always
Um,
curious where everyone is from.
I'm from Algeria,
You're from Algeria. Okay.
South.
It's so we've actually got a few women in the class, which is good because it's usually all dudes. Nice to see some girls in the class too. I say girls, but I should say women. But if I say dudes, I can say girls, right? The rest of you, I think we know from the last class, so Camilo and Ahmad. Ahmad, I know I never say your name right. Can I hear you say it? Just say it once and I'll try to remember it. Say it once for me.
Okay. Ahmed.
Ahmed. Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed, yeah.
All right. Everyone, you have to send me MP3s of you pronouncing your name because I forget really quickly. Ahmed. 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 Okay. So let's get started. Does everyone have the PDF for this class? If you don't, I'm putting it there in the chat window for you. And I'm going to put it in the other chat window so it's both in Verbling and in the Google Hangout chat. Okay? And this time, I believe I can share my screen because I fixed the problem in between classes. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't, then we'll just use the PDF. I have to open it first and turn on my screen sharing. Okay, and now it looks like you can see it, right? Let me just try to make it a little bit bigger, and I wonder if I can. I don't like using PDFs, but I have to use the PDF for this. Okay, so maybe I got to make it a little bit smaller. Hold on. Okay, and everyone, make sure that your microphone is off when you're not speaking. Okay, that way there won't be too much noise in the classroom. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, so sorry about having to see the frame around the PDF on my screen, but you can follow along on your screen, and hopefully you can see the pretty images which someone made for me. Talking about the weather, so let me go back to my PDF here. You know, the beginning of class is always tricky because something always goes wrong. Right now, my PDF is stuck. Hold on, maybe I can get it now. Let me see if I can open it. Oh, I can't. Okay. So you know what? I'm going to have to open my PDF on the other computer because I can't. I have to stop sharing my screen. It's not working. I hate it when that happens. So you know what? Give me one more minute to open it on my other computer. That way I can see exactly what you see. Or I mean, I can see the PDF at the same time as you. In the meantime, hold on a second here. Well, at least today I got at least I was able to get the link to you. That's a good start. It's going to take a second for me to open this.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, mi amor, ¿cómo estás?
Okay. I think I got it now.
¿Dónde estás? ¿Estoy en la escuela? ¿Estoy en la escuela?
Okay, make sure your microphone is off if you're not speaking, because I'm hearing someone have a conversation in the background. Okay, so my PDF is...
Yo voy a entrar a clase ahorita.
Someone is speaking Spanish in the background. Please turn off your microphone. Okay, I got my PDF open. Slowly, it's opening. So, hang on a second. My computer is, for some reason, it's very slow. Okay, well, anyway, I can't see it, but you can. So let's go to the second page. By the time you speak, I'll have it open on my computer. Let's go to the second page, and can I have, let's have someone who hasn't spoken. Oh, let's start with someone I know. So, maybe Ahmad, I probably said it wrong again. Could you read the directions for us on the second page, please?
Second page. Okay. I'm waiting. Okay. Small talk, the weather. In this lesson, you will learn ways of talking about the weather. Discussion. Do you believe weather forecasters?
Good. Do you believe weather forecasters? Maybe, in your case, we've already discussed in the past. It doesn't matter where you live because there's only one kind of weather.
Yeah, you are right. Usually, yes. Either hot or very hot.
Got, two kinds of weather, hot
Yeah.
or very hot.
Yeah.
Would you trust that forecaster in the picture?
It looks.
Would you trust him?
I don't know really, but it looks weird really. Right.
I think I would trust him. What about Ayat? Do you trust forecasters? Do you believe the forecasts when you hear them?
Most of time, yes, I believe the weather forecaster.
So, if you believe them, does the weather happen the way they predict? Does the weather happen the way they predict, usually?
Yes,
Okay.
usually.
So you can say it's usually an accurate prediction. Look in the chat window. It's an accurate prediction. Usually the forecast is accurate.
Accurate
That's
prediction.
it. Does anyone... oh, look, there's Enrique. Hello, Enrique. Sorry, in Portuguese we say Enrique. I know you're not Portuguese, but I read it in Portuguese first. Enrique. Enrique. By the way, if you need the PDF, take a look in the chat window. There it is, and we're on.
Okay, thank you.
So, what about you, Camilo? Have you ever had an experience where the forecast was not so accurate?
Yes, because for example, here is partly sunny, but suddenly they say that's gonna rain. So sometimes that's occurred. They say something, but I mean, occur another things.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So we instead of occur, right? So
yes, occur.
So we can have we can say occur, or we can say happen, or that the weather has maybe a sudden change. Just to give you more options when you're describing. So they may predict that it's going to be, if the sun is out, what do we call that? If the sun is out, it's anyone?
Sunny.
Sunny.
Okay.
If the sun is not out, it's what?
Cloudy.
Cloudy.
Cloudy. Do you see a pattern here? If there is rain, it's
Raining.
rainy. So adjectives all end with an E. So back to Camilo, they may say that it's going to be sunny, but there may be a sudden change in weather and it's rainy. Okay.
It's partly sunny.
Okay, good. So right now, so partly sunny. Okay. And we can talk about what the weather is also usually like as well. So Mr. Prancing Pony, may I call you Mr. Prancing Pony or just Pony?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because all I see is Prancing
Prancing
Pony, so I'm never going to remember your name because I just see Prancing Pony.
Shafi.
I know it's written at the top somewhere. Say it again for me, your real name.
Shafi.
Shafi, okay. So,
Yeah.
Shafi, what is the weather usually like where you are? What's it usually like?
Okay, just cold.
Okay, so it's usually cold.
Yeah.
Excellent. Where are you again?
From Sudan.
From Sudan. Is it cold in
Yeah.
Sudan? Really?
No,
I thought it was-
hot. I don't like hot. I like very cold.
But
Russia or Canada, the weather, very like this.
okay,
Okay.
excellent. I'd like to hear from Mr. Bangwar. I'm sorry. I hope I got your name right. Is your microphone on? So everyone turn your microphone off if you're not speaking. Bangwar, can you hear me? Maybe your microphone is not working. Okay. So I'd like to get maybe Shamir. What's the weather usually like where you are?
I like the warm weather.
What's it usually like means description. What's it usually like? Here in Lisbon, it's usually moderate. It's usually moderate. What's it usually like where you are, Shamir?
Did you mean in my country?
Yeah, exactly. What's it
What's
usually
the
like?
weather?
What's it usually like? That means every day, not just today, but most days. So,
I like a warm weather.
is it usually hot or cold?
It's hot.
Okay.
Very hot.
Very hot. Okay. Very hot.
Yes.
Does it rain a lot or a little?
No, a little.
A little.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe 3 days or 2 days in the year.
Okay. So you could say it rarely rains.
Rarely, yes.
Rarely rains. Okay, great. And how about Iman? How is the weather different now that you moved? Is the weather different now that you moved?
Well, I expect it to be quite mild and warm here in Malaga, but for some reason it's raining quite often.
Okay,
Much.
so
It's raining
so
a lot.
if it's raining a lot, the weather is very
Rainy.
very rainy. So you expected it to be mild?
Yeah.
Mild, usually we could say warm.
And dry.
Okay.
And more drier than
And
it is.
Does anyone know what would be the opposite of dry? And don't say wet.
Damp.
Damp. Excellent. Damp. And if the air is damp or wet, see, we don't normally say wet with weather, unless you want to describe the weather in general. Yeah, or the climate, not the weather. The climate is very wet in that area. But we would probably say, so the opposite of dry is wet, but another word to say wet would be damp, or if the air is damp, humid. So take a look in the VerbLink chat window. Dry, the opposite of wet, But better words are damp or humid.
But
And go for it, Iman.
Is it okay to say dry for just
Yes.
a particular place?
Absolutely.
Is that okay?
Dry is good, but wet is
probably
more for the climate, or it's just not used as often. And in any case, we want to get beyond the basics. We want to learn better words. But dry is what we would probably say. So we have an expression in English. It's not the heat. It's the... Can anyone finish that sentence? It's not the heat. In other words, when you go to a place and you don't like it, when you don't like the weather, we say it's not the heat, it's the... Can anyone finish that sentence for me? It's another way of saying that the air is wet. It's not the heat, it's the... Ahmad says wet. Oh, Yosef says wet. Ahmad says hot. Camila says cloud. Anyone? The answer is humidity. It's not the heat, it's the humidity.
Humidity.
That's it. That's it. It's the humidity. So it feels humid, but the weather has a high humidity. High humidity. Very wet weather has a lot of humidity. Excellent, Ahmad. Humidity. That's it. Okay. I want you to take a look at the third page of the PDF. Look at the third page. And Maria, could you read the question on the third page for us, Maria?
Okay. What's the weather where you are?
Yeah. I want you to tell me what the weather's like with one word to describe the temperature and one word to describe the weather in general. So talk about the temperature and the weather. So you're going to say two things. So Maria, what's the weather like where you are?
It's very sunny and hot.
Okay, so temperature is hot and the weather is sunny. Excellent. So I'm going to put these in the chat window. Hot and sunny. Okay, let's go right down the list. So I'd like to go to, let's go back to, we're going to go left to right. Let's go with Enrique. What's the weather like where you are?
It's the same, hot and sunny. It's about 30 or 37 degrees centigrade.
Fantastic. That's what I wanted to hear. So it's about 37 degrees. Look in the chat window. It's about, and you can say, if we never know the exact temperature. So it's about means more or less. Más o menos. It's about 37 out. And notice how I'm saying this. 37 out. Out means outdoors. Outdoors. It's about 37 out. Is there a lot of humidity, Enrique?
Yes, very humid.
Okay, it's about 37 out and humid. Excellent. It's about 37 out and humid. Okay. By the way, when I call on you, but yes, Bruno is saying 37 degrees F or C, Fahrenheit or Celsius, but of course he means Celsius. It has to be Celsius because, right? Has to be Celsius. In Fahrenheit, 37 degrees is what? Anyone know? It's pretty hot. Pretty hot. It's like 80 something.
98.
Is it really 98? That hot?
Yes, 98 Fahrenheit.
Wow, I didn't know, because here in Lisbon it's usually above 37 in August.
37 Celsius equal to 98 Fahrenheit.
Wow, that's really hot. That's really hot. Unbelievable. And so I'm sorry, who was speaking because I couldn't see.
Sir GM Bangwar.
Oh, okay. Say your name. What do you like to be called? What do people call you?
GM.
GM, really?
Yes.
GM? Is that you in the picture?
Yeah, yes. No, no, it is not mine.
Oh,
Just, yes.
because I was going to say, love the mustache, GM. Love the mustache.
Yes, I have put this because I like that kind of the mustaches.
It is an excellent mustache. Thank you for sharing the
Yes.
mustache. What's the weather like where you are, GM?
I am in Pakistan. It is very hot weather here, about 42 Celsius.
Okay, we don't say Celsius, we just say degrees, about 42 degrees.
42, yes, 42 Celsius degree or Celsius degrees.
Yeah, but you don't have to say Celsius in English. It's not necessary. Just 42 degrees. Just 42 degrees. If you want to be clear, GM, if you really want to be clear, you say centigrade. And that, let me write it for you, and that will let everyone know that you don't mean Fahrenheit. Centigrade, like this in the chat window. Centigrade. So you could say it's very hot and about 42 centigrade. Or 42 degrees, and we will probably know, because we know it's hot in Pakistan, so we will probably know immediately that you mean Celsius. Okay, great, great. Okay, one last one. Someone that I haven't spoken to yet. Who have I not spoken to? I think all of you, right? Ayat, did you tell us what the weather's like where you are? I can't remember. You did in the beginning, didn't you?
Yes, I spoke.
Yes, you started. Okay, okay. All right. So I now want to go beyond the basic words if we can. We're going to get into more descriptions. Take a look on the 4th page of the PDF. Okay? Ayat, what's the missing word in the first sentence on the 4th page?
What's the weather like?
So you can ask, what's the weather like? Good.
Yes.
Ahmad, what else could you fill in that sentence? What else could you say?
What's the weather look like?
What's the weather look like? Nope.
Yes, it's wrong.
So she said, what's the weather like? Why don't you substitute weather for a different word?
What's climate?
Yeah, you could say that. What's the climate like? Yeah. Absolutely. That means not the weather from one day to the next, but generally. Okay, great. Can anyone substitute another word? So not weather, not climate. Do we have another possibility? What else could we say?
Conditions.
Who said that? Was that you, GM?
Condition.
Okay. Or we would have to change it to what are instead of what is. What are the conditions like there?
Environmental condition.
It's good. It's good. We can say that in English. It's good. And that will put the focus on right now in the moment. What are the conditions like there now? So if you say now, you could definitely say conditions. But probably we would only say that if we knew something was happening, right? So for example, if there was a bad storm, or if there was, what do we call the big storms that come in from the ocean? Since we're talking about weather, what are the big storms out there on the ocean?
Typhoon.
Typhoon?
Typhoon.
Typhoon, great. So we've got storm, typhoon. What do we call the storms that are on the land? What do we call storms that are on the land?
Tornado.
A what?
Hurricane.
Tornado.
Hurricane.
Twister.
Tornado. Hurricane is like a typhoon, similar.
Twister, maybe.
Yeah, twister. So thunder, and also thunderstorm. Twister. Okay. So I'm going to put a few of these words in there. So if you, for example, if there was a hurricane coming in from the ocean, right? I could call you, or there could be a weather report where we go live to a reporter and we say, what are the conditions like now? That's how we would use conditions, but not in everyday conversation. Okay. So let's go to, by the way, Yuki, If you need the PDF, here it is in the chat window. So please open that and take a look, Yuki. Shamir, look at the second point on page 4. What's the blank plus time? So what word could I fill in to indicate the time? In other words, say that sentence, put in the right word, and add time. Let's hear what the question sounds like, Shamir.
Excuse me, where?
Look at page 4. Look at the second question. Second question, page 4.
Okay.
What's the...
I can't see this.
In the PDF? Did you get the PDF?
I get it. I got it.
Okay. We'll come back to you. Oh, do you see page 4? Second question, page 4.
Okay. Okay, I see it.
Read it and fill in the missing word and add the time. Imagine you're talking to me about the weather. Go ahead, try, Shamir, and I'll help you.
Okay, make question. That's what you mean?
The second point in the box, the second one.
Respond to him?
The second question in the box. First is, what's blank like? The second is, what's the blank time? Do you see it, Shamir?
I can't see it.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Okay. Turn off your mic because of the phone. Turn off your microphone, please, because of the phone. Let's go with Iman. Are you still awake, Iman? Don't sleep. Turn on your microphone, Iman.
Yeah.
Look at the second question on page 4.
Yeah.
Read it and fill in the missing words.
Yeah, but I just don't. I try to figure out exactly what I have to ask. Because, for example, the one that you asked before, what is the time? What is the weather? Sorry, what is the weather now? I thought that time could mean just that. Now.
You're right. Exactly.
So this is okay then. All right. Okay.
What I want to do now is look at different ways we can ask about the weather. So one way is exactly what you said. Okay. What's the weather? What's the weather now? What's the weather now? So we can say, what's the weather like? What's the weather now? What's the weather like now?
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. That's it.
It's okay.
Enrique, another version of question 2. This time, don't use weather and don't use now.
Oh, maybe atmospheric time? No?
I'm sorry, say again, please. I didn't hear.
Atmospheric.
What's the atmosphere? You can say conditions, but you can't really say atmosphere.
Okay.
So try it with conditions.
What's the condition time?
You can't say time. You got to say a specific time, though. You have to say a specific time. So give me a real time. She said now. She said now. What else could you say?
Okay. What's the conditions now?
Okay. Good. I was trying to get some other words besides now. So what about the third one? Yuki, could you read the third one for us? Turn on your microphone, Yuki.
Sorry.
Hey, how are you?
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Can I try?
Please, go ahead.
Respond to him / her. Ask about what he she prefers.
Are you on page 4? Because
yes.
On my page 4, the weather, it says, can you ask about the weather? Right? Can you ask about the weather on page 4?
No, page 4. Page 4.
Mm-hmm. Hang on a second.
Ask your classmates about the weather where they are.
No, that's page 5. I think that's page 5.
Really?
Okay, the page before, yes. Can you ask about the weather? Right? with the picture of the clouds. Sorry, it's a little hard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to share my screen. Sorry, I can't share it right now. Look at the third question. Could you do that one for us, Yuki? The third question.
How is Brankpra's place?
Yeah, so fill in the missing words.
How is your country's weather?
Well, you would put weather first, and the place could be your country. You put the weather first. So how is the weather in your country? Right?
How is the weather in your country?
Okay. Does anyone remember another place word, a more general place word that we could use?
Could be how is the condition in Sparta?
How are the conditions, and what's the word for place you're going to use? I agree, Camilo.
I don't know, whatever. Roma. Yes, Roma. I will use it in Sparta, but
but I want to hear real language. Ayat, can you think of another way to talk about a place?
I will ask you, how is the weather over there, for example?
Fantastic. Excellent. How's the weather over there? Go for it.
How's the weather? Where are you?
How's the weather where you
are?
Where you are. That's it. Okay, so this is just a review because these are basic questions, but it's good to pay attention to the form because it's easy to forget not where are you, but where you are. It's a very easy mistake to make. Even native speakers make that mistake. By the way, Ahmad, thank you for sharing your screen. I don't know if everyone saw it, but thank you for the help. Okay, so now that we have some idea of how to talk about the weather, guess what we're going to do? We're going to give a weather report. I want you to give a weather report, including a forecast, if you can. So what the weather's like now and what it's going to be like. I want you to, I'm going to help you with the language. And if we're on, for me, we are on the 5th page, but I'm not going to follow the conversation the way it's written. I want to do it a little differently because I want to focus on you describing things, and I want to help you get a wider vocabulary with these descriptive words. So we're going to do it a little differently. You're going to give a weather report, just like you're on the news. So let me give you a quick example. I'm going to look out the window. Wow, the weather is pretty nasty. Nasty weather. Here's what I would say. Okay, if I was on the news, I wouldn't say nasty. I would say something like, well, remember, I'm going to talk about temperature, I'm going to talk about the weather in general, and I'm going to give a prediction. I'm going to give a forecast. So I'm going to say, talking about the weather. Right now, it is a chilly 15 degrees. It is a chilly, I'll write this at the end. It's a chilly 15 degrees. The wind chill factor is higher than normal. The wind chill factor is higher than normal. It's rainy and overcast. Over the next few days, the conditions should improve and we will see the temperatures rise. So that's the weather in Lisbon, Portugal. Chilly, wind chill. I said wind chill factor means the number, the temperature, the actual number. Chilly, wind chill factor. I said it's a chilly, I'm trying to write Kenzo, but I'm a little slow when I write. Chilly, wind chill factor. What else did I say? Now I forgot. I said the temperature will rise over the next few days. And I forgot what else I said. So I'm going to help you expand your vocabulary. I want to get beyond hot and cold, and I want to, oh, I said overcast. Overcast. Overcast means no sun. Not big clouds, just gray. gray or overcast. All right. So I want you to give a weather forecast of where you are. I want you to talk about those three things: the temperature, the weather, and a forecast, what you think it's going to be like. Who wants to go first? Silence.
I am gonna tell you, okay.
May I?
Go for it, GM. We'll start with GM, and then next is going to be Camilo. Okay, go ahead, GM.
Yes. It is 40 centigrade in Pakistan. Now it will increase to 50 centigrade, 50 degrees. Okay.
Not increase, not increase. It will go up. It will go up,
okay.
Or the temperature will rise.
Temperature will rise about 50 in next few months.
Really?
Yes.
Are you kidding? How can you live there?
No, this is true.
That is too hot. Okay, continue.
Yes. Okay. And that's it. I have already told you.
And now the forecast. Give us a forecast of the next few days. What's it going to be like in the next few days?
Yes,
What's it probably going to be like?
Yes, it will be dry and hot conditions.
Bright
Dry
and hot.
and,
Dry
yes.
and hot. Okay. Dry and hot. Okay, great. Well, for dry, there's not much else we can say. I can't think of anything else. Dry is dry. Hot, we got a lot of things we can say. I want to hear 3 alternatives to the word hot. So group, give me some synonyms for hot. And by the way, if you're out there watching in the chat window, you can give me your suggestions too. Some synonyms for hot.
Can we say warm?
Uh-huh. Warm is not hot, but okay, it's close. I hear someone talking, but I can't hear what they're saying. By the way, Dawood, I'm sorry, but the class is full, but you can certainly write in the chat window, talking to Dawood. Okay, some other words for hot. Anyone else? Okay, I'm going to give you my idea then. How about to scorch? Does anyone know that? Scorch.
No, it is new word.
Fantastic. That's what we're here for. Hot, warm, high temperatures, Kenzo, good, and scorching. Scorching. Torrid. I don't know about that, Iman. What do you mean by torrid? Maybe you're right, but I'm not sure. Iman, what do you mean by torrid? What is torrid?
It is extremely hot and dry. That's very, 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 very hot.
It's I don't hear. That's a good word. I don't hear people use that with the weather too often, but you know, sometimes in American English we have different expressions.
Yeah, well, I suppose depends where you are living. If the temperatures are too high in where you are living, probably you use that word because there is not another way to express.
And we also have burning,
so hard.
Burning too. So
burning,
scorching, burning. And Raphael has a good suggestion. He says, raining cats and dogs. Does anyone have an expression like that in your country? I'm just curious.
Very, very hard rain.
Exactly. Do you have an expression?
Aguacero.
Say that again, Enrique.
Aguacero.
Didn't catch it. Sorry. Why don't you write it for us? Because I didn't quite catch the word. It does mean to rain heavily, but do you have an expression? Because we say raining cats and dogs, or we can say raining buckets. Raining buckets. A lot of rain. Aguacero. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, we have one, but...
oh, it's Spanish, of course. Okay, I got it.
In Spanish, we have llueve a mares.
Okay.
It's like it's raining so much, like it's like the sea coming on top of your head. Llueve a mares.
So
I read for you.
Okay. So like saying waves, coming in waves. Waves. Something like
No,
that?
it's like really, it's like,
Because you said
okay.
sea, so that's why.
Yeah,
I was saying.
mar is the sea. Mares could be like
To bring.
a plural of mar, of
Mhm.
say a plural that usually you don't say too often mares, but in this case means that it is raining. Yeah, it is raining so much that it's like the sea is coming. But
Okay.
instead of a cloud, it's all the sea is coming over you.
Okay, so we're gonna be like being like we're drowning almost.
It's like the buckets coming on top of you, but instead of the buckets, we are exaggerating, and it's just all the whole sea is coming on top of you.
All right, there you go. Okay, and thanks for joining, Raphael. You got in. Better late than never. Turn on your microphone, Raphael. Are you there? Okay, while we're waiting for Raphael, Yuki, I want you to give us a weather forecast. Where are you exactly? Are you in Japan? I think earlier you said you were in Japan.
Yes, I'm in Japan.
Are you still in
Could
Japan?
you guide me? Yes, I'm still in Japan.
Okay, so in last class you were in Japan, and this class you're still in Japan. Okay, you didn't move. So, give us a weather forecast. You're going to talk about the temperature, the weather in general, and you're going to give us a forecast. Talk to us, Yuki.
Okay, I'll try.
Go for it.
Now, now in Japan, 10 Celsius, 違うな。10
degrees?
10 degrees.
Good. Good.
Before spring.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Now,
okay.
The weather in general.
Weather in general. We Japanese have 5 seasons.
5 seasons? Really?
5 seasons. Yes, spring.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Winter.
Humid.
Oh, rainy season.
Before summer.
Rainy season.
Rainy season.
Yeah, okay, got it.
And
good.
Summer and autumn and winter.
Okay, good.
Now is the end of winter season.
Right. Not winter season, Yuki. Just winter. Just winter. It's the end of winter. Good.
The end of winter. Before spring.
Yes, winter is before spring.
The winter is before spring.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yuki.
Yes.
What's the weather going to be like? What's the weather going to be like over the next few days? What's it going to be like? Now you have to use the future. What's it going to be like, do you think?
Please repeat slowly.
I want you to make a forecast. In a forecast, we talk about the future. So,
okay,
near future. Weather? Yeah, near future. Good. Yes.
3 days or 1 week or 1 month later.
Yes.
Okay. In Japan?
Yes.
Okay. We Japanese hope spring will come 1 month later. Now is March, but we feel the weather is winter season.
Okay, so it feels cold and it feels wintry. Look, Yuki, wintry. It feels wintry. Wintry means cold.
We feel wintry.
Yeah, that's it. You can say that.
Although it's March.
Okay, good. Yuki, I hope spring comes soon for you. I hope spring comes soon.
Thank you.
That was a very good performance.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
So, Ayat, does the weather change a lot where you are, or is it the same all year round?
We have 4 seasons here in
Yeah, of
Nigeria.
course, because the Japanese, they're very clever, and they created a 5th season, right?
Yeah.
They're way ahead of the rest of us. They have a 5th season. So can you give us a prediction? What's it going to be
Yes.
like over the next few days?
It will be like for the next 3 days, sunny and warm, because we'll be in spring.
Okay, so because the spring is coming. The spring is
Because
coming.
spring is coming, yes.
It's not spring yet, but it will be soon. So spring is coming. When you say warm, is it warm where you can walk outside without a jacket?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Because we have got different ways to say warm.
And sunny, not very hot.
Not so hot. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
mild. Maybe it's a bit mild.
Mild.
Mild. M-I-L-D. Maybe it's mild. So it's warm and mild and sunny.
Yes.
If it's a little bit well, I want to get some other descriptions, and then I'll help you talk. Maybe we get some other descriptive words. Raphael, talk to me. What's the weather like where you are?
The weather where first of all, I wanna say that in my country there are 7 seasons, more than in Japan.
So you have taken the lead in the world weather. I hope there are 7 good seasons, because the weather is changing everywhere. So I hope they're good seasons.
Yeah, we want to go into Japan.
Yuki, he beat you. Yuki, you should be jealous. So, Raphael, tell us a bit about the temperature,
Yes,
a bit about the weather,
Yeah.
and give us a forecast.
In the last 3 days, we have been with a lot of raining. Raining has been good. Is correct?
We have had a lot of rain.
We have had a lot of rain.
Or, Raphael, it's been, if you're going to say a description, it's been what? We've had a lot of rain, or it's been?
Raining.
Rainy. Rainy.
Rainy.
Yes. So to use a description, you just have to put a little Y, a little epsilon at the end of the word. It's been rainy.
Yeah.
It's been rainy. Okay, good.
It's been raining. Yeah.
Rainy, right? E-E.
Rainy.
Like
Perfect.
this. It sounds more natural to say it like that. It's been rainy. Okay, great. What's the weather like in general?
In general, in my country, it's very sunny and it's a little hot, and it's a warm climate. Climate. All over the year.
Well, we probably say throughout the year. Throughout the year. You got to help us out, Raphael, because you're talking about a warm climate, but everyone, look at his picture.
Yeah, but this is in my holidays. In my holidays, I go to near Japan to see ice, to see icebergs. Or no, it's not there. It's in Iceland.
In Iceland, okay. Hold on a second. Yuki, by the way, sometimes the chat doesn't work, Yuki. Sometimes it doesn't work. It's a problem with Google Hangouts. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Sometimes it doesn't work, but
thank you for teaching.
I try to look in both chats if I can.
Yeah.
I try.
Just write bubbling chat.
Yeah, sometimes, but they're working on it. We'll get it fixed eventually. It's something with Google. Raphael, could you give us a forecast? What's it going to be like over the next few days?
In the next few days, I think we'll have hot, rainy days with some time of sunny, but overcast, and a little breeze too.
Excellent. So let me just correct you on one thing. It'll be sunny. We could say, Raphael, it'll be sunny off and on. And by the way, Inga, thank you for correcting Kenzo about throughout. It's TH. Good, Inga. So it'll be sunny off and on and overcast, right? In other words, it'll be kind of gray, right? Overcast, a little bit gray. Where are you in Spain again? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm in Madrid.
Oh, you're in Madrid. Right. What's the weather like right now? Because here in Lisbon, it is nasty.
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 No, yesterday we have a lot of raining here, but today is better. The weather is better. It's a little overcast with rain dropping a little bit.
Not rain dropping, drizzle.
No.
Drizzle.
Drizzle.
Yeah, drizzle. D-R-I-Z-Z-L-E. Drizzle. Drizzle means little drops of rain, light rain, very, very light rain. So, listen, everyone. By the way, I'm sorry if I skipped anyone. I don't know if there's anyone who hasn't had a chance to speak. Ahmad, is that you?
Ahmad, yes.
Yes. Now I can actually see you now?
I'm another Ahmad.
Oh, what happened? What did you do with our last Ahmad? What did you do to him? Where is he?
You mean Ahmad, me, or another Ahmad? There was another Ahmad here.
What did you do with the other Ahmad? I wanted to talk to him. You got rid of him. You cannot replace Ahmad. Oh, okay. Ahmad, where are you? Where are you calling from?
Actually, I'm from Syria, but now I'm in KSA in Saudi Kingdom.
It's a little hard to hear you. You're from Syria, but right now you're where? Sorry?
In Saudi.
Oh, you're in Saudi
Arabia.
Arabia. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay. So you're from the same place as the other. You're in the same place as the other Ahmad. He's also in Saudi Arabia. So I can't ask you about the weather. It's not possible. The weather is always sunny and hot.
Yes, usually it's like this, one season, all the year.
Except when?
So, except in December and January, it will be moderate. No need for air conditioner.
Okay.
And you can open the window of your car. Yeah.
Wow. January sounds perfect. You can actually open the window. Sounds perfect to me. Excellent. Well, I'm sorry, everyone, but we're out of time. Right when Osama joins the class, we have to end. You know, he comes in and we all have to go. But listen,
I want to say you. I want to say you. Thank you so much.
No problem. Anytime. In fact, I'll be here tomorrow. Come back.
Okay, that's good. Okay,
Okay, thank you, teacher. Thank you.
Listen, everyone.
Thank you, you too.
Please follow me on Verbling if you can, so that you can see my schedule. And also, if you join my Facebook page, I will take requests for classes or suggestions. Okay, I have 2 requests. One of them is from Raphael. I'm working on your class. I have to have a little more free time, but I'm working on it very soon. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow, but very, very soon.
Yeah, we will do. Yeah.
Okay. And what else do I want to say? I have nothing else to say. Okay. I wanted to do a quick recap, but we're out of time, so I can't do the recap. But hopefully this was useful for you. I'll see everyone next time.
Thanks.
Next time.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.